11-6, area of composite figures. A composite figure is made of triangles, quadrilaterals, semicircles, and other two-dimensional figures. A semicircle is a half of a circle. So if you're thinking of a composite figure, sometimes we may see something that is a rectangle with maybe a half circle. Sometimes we also see a rectangle with almost like a triangle attached to it. These are composite figures. They are made of multiple different figures combined together. So when finding the area of a composite figure, you want to break the figure up into whatever the shapes are and then solve. So let's say we had something that looked, and I'm not the best artist, but that looked something like this. And you're given dimensions that from here to here equals 6. This is 10. This is 6. That this dimension is 4. And you're told to find the area of the composite figure. So you first want to break it up into shapes that we know. So we have a rectangle and we have a triangle. So for the area of a rectangle, it's length times width. Your width is 6 and your length is 10. So the area of the rectangle would be 60. And then to find the area of your triangle, it's 1/2 base times height. So we are given the height of the triangle. That's what this is representing. So we would say 1/2, and then we have to figure out the base. Well, if we know that the whole distance is 10 and part of the distance is 6, then the distance of the triangle is the difference of the two, which is 4. So you would multiply this times 4 by 4. 4 times 4 is 16, and half of that would be 8. So the area of your triangle would be 8. You add both of those areas together, and that gives you 68 as your total area of the composite figure. Let's look at an example of a shape that contains a semicircle. So we're going to have 9.2 along the bottom. We're going to have 1.5 up the height, and then this little distance here is going to be 2.5. Well, when we divide it into two shapes, we know that we have a semicircle with an unknown value, and we have a rectangle with 9.2 and 1.5. So we're going to find the area of the rectangle first. 9.2 times 1.5 will give us 13.8. Now we have to start working on the area of the circle. Well, we know the formula for that is pi r squared. Pi would stay the same, but we have to figure out the radius. If we know the whole distance is 9.2, but this little distance right here is 7.5, then the diameter, which is all the way across the circle, is the difference. So 9.2 minus 2.5 would give us 6.7 for the diameter. But you have to cut that in half to get the radius. So that would be 3.35 squared. So you square 3.35 and then you multiply it by 3.14. And this is going to get you an area of 35.2. But this is for a full circle. So you actually have to divide that by 2 to get 17.7 for the area of the semicircle. So you're going to add the 17.7 plus the 13.8, which is going to get you an overall answer of approximately 31.4 for the area of your composite shape.